Bonjour, French one. How are y'all doing today? Hanging in there? We are about halfway through, more than halfway through, I think, our online learning for the year. So if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. If you've been watching videos all along, keep on keeping on. You're going to want to get your textbook, have it open to pages 228 through 233. Here we go. You guys, lesson 16 already, leçon 16. A little bit of this week is review and a little bit of it is brand new. So let's get started. First thing we're going to learn about is possession. Not this kind of possession, ooh, too scary for now, but actually how to say what belongs to who. We're going to talk about the family, la famille, which we've already learned a little bit about, so some of that's review. Possessive adjectives, things like mine, yours, his, and hers. And ordinal numbers, so more than just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many of you did that with me? But these numbers are the ones that say first, second, third. So those are good ones to know as well. All right, let's start with possession. First of all, in French, it's different than in English. Possession in English uses an apostrophe S. Dan's backpack, Sarah's dog, Jason's brother, Michelle's dad. Real easy to do that in English. But here's the secret. En français, l'apostrophe S, the apostrophe S, does not exist. Ça n'existe pas. It's not even a thing. So you can't say Jean-Claude's mère. You have to say la mère de Jean-Claude. You can't say Madame Moore's classe de français. You have to say la classe de français de Madame Moore. Let's see what that looks like. You will notice in a slightly different order. So here we have some examples. Le sac à dos de Dan. That means the backpack of Dan. With no apostrophe S, this is the best way to say it. So it does make the sentence a little bit longer, and you have to kind of flip the order a little bit, but that is the French way of doing it. It's almost like it's a different language. Le chien de Sarah. Le père de Jason. You can't say Jason's père. It's le père de Jason. It's got to be that way. Et le frère de Michel. No apostrophe S. Use the de. All right. That's the first basic rule of possession en français. But now we're going to go back to our flip chart and talk about la famille. Voici ma famille. Ce n'est pas vraiment ma famille, mais c'est une très belle famille, n'est-ce pas? Répétez après moi. Ma grand-mère, mon grand-père, ma grand-mère, mon grand-père. Ouais. Ma tante, mon oncle, ma tante, ma mère, mon père. Most of these we've already learned, I think all of them so far. So do you remember what grand-mère is? Do you remember tante and oncle? Très bien. Ma sœur, mon frère. Ma cousine, mon cousin. These two look almost identical, but notice cousine is feminine. Cousin is masculine. Et finalement, Fifi, le poisson rouge. Voilà. What a jolie famille, n'est-ce pas? One thing that's different this time around when we're looking at the family members is that instead of saying le and la, we're saying mon and ma. That means mine. Mon oncle, ma tante. So anything that belongs to me that is masculine, we use the word mon. Mon oncle, mon cousin, mon frère, mon père, mon grand-père. But anyone in the family who is mine, my grandma, my aunt, my mom, my sister, you use the word ma because that is feminine. Ma grand-mère, ma tante, ma mère, ma sœur, ma cousine. So just like le and la for masculine and feminine, now we have mon and ma for masculine and feminine. Très simple. But wait, there's more, because there's always more. Here's how you say it's mine. All these things over here are masculine. Mon vélo, mon ami, mon crayon, mon frère, mon cousin. All these things over here that belong to me are feminine. Ma guitare, ma copine, ma voiture, ma mère, ma cousine. And if it's more than one, for example, both my parents and all of my pens and all my friends. Mes parents, mes stylos, mes amis. But do you see how it kind of looks like le la les, mon ma mes? Très facile. If you're talking about someone else and you want to say that belongs to you, your pen or your chair or your friends, you switch the M with a T. Instead of mon, now we have ton. Just like tu means you, ton means your. Ton stylo, ton scooter, ton cousin, ton père. Bonjour, old Justin Bieber pointing at you. Ta chaise, ta raquette, ta sœur, ta copine. All these things are feminine. Tes devoirs, oh, your homework, because it's always more than one, so it's plural. Tes amis, tes cousins. Masculine, feminine, plural. Your stuff. Now, what about his and hers? Guess what? Again, you only have to change one letter. This time, instead of saying mon or ton, you say son. Son means his or hers, his and hers, because you'll notice as we're labeling these things, the dog, the cell phone, the brother, I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about my dog, and if my dog's a boy, if his dog is a boy, or if her dog is a boy, it's son chien. If my dog is a boy, it's mon chien, even though I'm a girl. I don't say ma chien, I say mon chien, because the dog itself is masculine. So it's not about the person who owns or is family members with these people. It's about the people themselves or the items themselves. That's where you get the masculine, feminine, plural. So this part is a little more confusing because we don't do it that way in English, but just stick with what you know. You know these things are masculine. So whether it belongs to a boy or a girl, it's always going to be son chien, son portable, son frère, son oncle. Voilà. These things are always feminine, so it doesn't matter if it belongs to the boy or the girl. It's sa voiture, sa chambre, sa mère, sa tante. And same here. These are plural, more than one cousin. Ses cousins, ses amis, ses choses, his things, her things. Okay? There's a little bit more coming up. You can follow along with this on Google Classroom as well, because I am going to put this PDF out there for you. Things that belong to us, our family, notre famille, our uncle, notre oncle, our dog, notre chien. Do you notice that I don't have a separate masculine, feminine for these? That's because here you only have two choices, singular or plural. Ah, ça c'est bon. So it doesn't matter if it's masculine or feminine. It just matters if it's singular or plural. To say all y'all's sister, votre sœur. Your cousin belonging to all of you, votre cousin. And apparently all of you guys are sharing one pencil, votre crayon. Same thing with theirs belonging to them, leur maison, leur chat, leur grand-mère. If it's plural, notice how it changes only slightly. Nos amis, all of our friends. Vos amis, all of y'all's friends. And leurs amis, all of their friends. You guys, guess what? There's a song to help you remember these possessive adjectives. Of course there's a song. It goes a little something like this. Pardon me while I scroll. Here we go. Mon maman, ton tate, son sase, son sase. There they are. Notre, notre, no. Votre, votre, vo. Leur, leur, leur. Leur, leur, leur. Mon maman, ton tate, son sase, son sase. Woo! Notre, notre, no. Votre, votre, vo. Leur, leur, leur. Leur, leur, leur. Sing that a few times to yourself and you will get these memorized in no time. All right, there is one more super important thing to learn this chapter. It is on page 233, Les nombres ordinaux. These are ordinal numbers, or as we say, numbers that show the order of things. And you will start to see a pattern. You already know the word for number 1 is un. Well, we don't have that here, but we do have a word that should be familiar. The word in French that means first is premier or première. Have you ever seen that before in English? Think about it for a second. When a new movie comes out, when a new album comes out, when there's a new show on stage, it is called the premiere. Everybody shows up, walks the red carpet, sees the movie for the first time. The premiere is the first time something is being shown. And that's where we get our word from the French word for first, premier. Let's take a look at the others. You will start to recognize these numbers that we've learned before. Deuxième means second. Troisième is third. Quatrième, cinquième, sixième, septième, huitième, neuvième. Do you get the idea? And it continues and continues on like that. So basically, except for the first, which is the first, except for that one, you're taking the number you already know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're adding this little suffix, em, em. And that's how you do ordinal numbers in French. All right, you guys, I've given you a lot to think about. We have our family members, we have our ordinal numbers. There's a little bit of practice at the end of this flip chart if you want to try it, but I will also be posting the workbook pages in Google Classroom for you. So that is what you need to work on this week. So excited to get to share this time with you. I hope you're enjoying the videos. As always, stop by Google Classroom, send me a little note, say bonjour, and I will do the same back to you. If you have any questions, feel free to email. À bientôt et au revoir.